Alright, y'all, welcome back to the shop. So today I'm working on seat concepts foam and cover kit for my 2002 Drz400s. So got a stock seat right here that I bought off this guy yesterday, and I gotta say this dude was kind of a prick. Anyway, I bought this seat because I have a foam and cover kit that I bought a few years ago, and I want to put it onto this pan and save the other seat that I have. So I've taken already and pulled the staples out of the seat. I've removed the foam and the cover. And then that looks like this. And then what I got here is, this is my foam and cover kit. So here's the foam, this is the Seat Concepts Standard Comfort. Here's the cover. What I did when I got the seat cover kit is I glued down this plastic onto the foam here. And so basically what we're going to do today is just essentially upholster this, and it's actually really easy. Maybe it won't even be that fun to watch, to be honest, but here we go. It's going to take and assemble the foam around the plastic stock seat pan. Just get it settled into place. It's really quite easy. All right, so the next thing we do is get the cover put over the foam. And one thing I've learned, I've done this quite a few times now in different motorcycles, different seats, always using a Seat Concepts foam and cover kit, but I don't want to like compress this like super tight. Like you hold this thing really tight and staple it, it just makes the seat feel really hard. And maybe that's an illusion, but I don't think so. And I've got an Aero P150. It's an air stapler, which I think is a lot better than electric. I've used electric in the past on different brands, and I feel like the air stapler just has a lot more power. I'm using a T50 1/4 inch staple. I'm just gonna let this foam just kind of like settle, you know, where it wants to. I'm just gonna pull this back. I think you can see that. Looks pretty good. The next thing I'm gonna do is just kind of pull down these wings here on the side. Just gonna try to get this, make sure that it's still centered. Flip it over. And I'm kind of trying to keep this seam run along so much of the seam here on the seats. Pull these back. And then drop a staple in there. Gotta flip it back over. Gotta make sure I'm keeping it the same. I kind of know that this is like, you know, roughly a center line here. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, make a little center mark here. And then I look at the foam kit here, and I'm gonna say that between this piece of black and this piece of black, that's about the center line. I just put a little mark on there, and I'm just gonna like, you know, pull this a little bit taut to the back, not crazy, because I really don't want to like compress this foam. I want it to feel soft. That's the whole reason you spend, you know, a few $100 on a foam and cover kit. But I'm just gonna like take my mark here, and I'm just gonna line them up. I'm gonna fold this over. and lay a staple in there. I'm just gonna give a little fold here. Push my finger down here. Kind of grab this, fold it over, and then I'm gonna throw a staple in here. Don't staple your finger. Give it a little loop. Okay, so I got the rear stapled. Looks pretty good. So the cover's on there. And now I'm gonna go back into this section here. I'm gonna fold this over. Add the staple in there. Go into this side. I'm just trying to like keep any wrinkles out, make it look nice and even. Go about halfway. So I've got this done. I've got one here and I've got a few down here. On the rear, I'm good back here, a little tight. Toss in a staple, so I got two staples, one here and one here now. And basically, you just keep going down the line, trying to keep the lines, the seams of the seat, just kind of nice and even. So it's just a little tricky down here by the tabs. I've got my staple turned up pretty high. It is important to like make full contact with the seat pan. Otherwise your staple is likely to not go in all the way. So you gotta pull this side a little bit. Let's see, how does it look? That looks good, so I'll pull here. Just kind of creasing that in, folding it over. Staple, staple, staple. And now this last little bit here in the front, I'm just gonna like pull this in. Just kind of give it a little fold over. And then try to get my staple to connect the parts. I don't know if you can see that. This one here and this one here. The fold is underneath the seat, so you won't ever see it on the top. I don't know if you can hear the music, but I've been rocking out with Curtis Mayfield for the last quite a few days. I've been a Curtis Mayfield fan since about 1990, probably 99 is when I was introduced to him. And so this was a good week to go on a Curtis Mayfield bender, so that's what I've been doing. Right, I think that'll do it. Staple all around the rear, staple down the side. A couple more in there. Well, there it is. So I'm pretty excited. This is a nice upgrade to my DRZ. I currently have a Suzuki brand low gel seat. And I like it, but it's a little hard and it's a little short for me. And so I've run this seat on my other DRZ in the past, and I took it off when I sold the bike. But I like this one, and I'm excited to get back to it. So it's super easy. It's just important to maintain consistency, keeping the seams aligned, and pulling everything, you know, tightly and evenly. Not too tight, just consistently tight. And you know, just you can do it. Just take your time and try to be consistent and make it look clean and nice. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up or pinky sideways. Give me a like, subscribe if you want to. I don't know. Booyah.